Let's make lemon, garlicky hummus, and green hatch chili salsa within 5 minutes. Blake and I have guests coming over and I need to make them something fun and healthy. I'm a registered dietitian. I love healthy foods, but I also love making people food that not only is healthy, but also tastes freaking delicious, and they have no idea all the health benefits that the food I make gives them. So let's buckle up. Time is on the clock. They're gonna be over in 20 minutes. Begin by making the green hatch chili salsa. Y'all, this recipe was so stinking good. My fiance and I absolutely loved it. So to begin, I just chopped in half 2 tomatoes, 1 green hatch chili. If you want to remove all of the spice, take the seeds and veins out of the green hatch chili. This also is 1/2 of an onion and 3 garlic cloves. The thing with hatch chili, usually they're not spicy at all, but with every pepper that could be spicy, always taste it before cooking so you don't burn the taste buds off your friends. Zesting a lime to make it have a little bit more of a fresh lime flavor without it being too overpowering. With that same lime, cut it in half and juice that sucker up into the blender. Fun fact, limes have a lot of vitamin C. Also, any yellow or orange veggies/fruits have a lot of vitamin C in it, which is gonna help us minimize any of those colds or sickness during the winter because vitamin C helps our immune system, and a lot of things with vitamin C also have fiber, and fiber is good for our digestion, and we love to see it. Now all you need to do is add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Only add a little bit because you can always add more later. You can't take it away. Extra virgin olive oil, this is gonna be our healthy fat in our dressing. You only need 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. This is considered an unsaturated fat or heart healthy fat. If a fat is liquid at room temperature, it means it's unsaturated. If a fat is solid at room temperature, that means it's saturated, which could harm our heart. This one is liquid, we're good to go. Pour that sucker into the blender, and then y'all, all you have to do is turn the blender on. And for this, I only recommend like a pulse. You could also do this in a food processor, or if you don't even have that, just chop up the veggies into small pieces and you have your own salsa. I did forget 2 very important ingredients for this salsa, and that is 1 jalapeno, which remember, you gotta taste your jalapeno before you add into recipe, and then 1 handful of cilantro. Did you know cilantros actually are full of antioxidants? How fun is that? If you don't like cilantro, you could totally use parsley because I know some people think cilantro tastes like soap, and I feel so bad for y'all because cilantro is in most of my recipes and I just adore her. That's all you gotta do. Put her into the bowl of your choice. I got these from Crate Barrel from my registry. I'm obsessed. How good does that look? And then grab your favorite chips. These chips are 20 chips per serving size. Usually tortilla chips are only like 8, 10, 13 chips per serving size. Make sure you compare your chips in the grocery store. Taste that sucker and holy stinking cow, 10 out of freaking 10. Next up is our lemon garlic hummus. Y'all, this is so easy, so stinking good. You are gonna stop buying hummus and save your money. First things first, you have 2 options. Take the skin off of every single chickpea. This could take like 20-25 minutes. And the reason you want to do this is it will make the hummus even creamier, especially if you don't have a high power blender. Taking the little film off of each chickpea will make it super, super creamy, but I'm going to be quite a little bit lazy and just dump the whole can of chickpeas with skin on in that blender. 2 cloves of garlic, which by the way have prebiotics in it. We love a healthy gut and garlic can do that for us. This is tahini. Tahini is just sesame paste, aka peanut butter for sesame seeds. What is great about tahini is it actually has like 20% of your copper needs in 1 tablespoon, which is great for our blood cells. And it has some plant protein as well as healthy fats and a tiny bit of fiber as well. Grab a lemon and zest that sucker up. But first, make sure you take off the sticker. Why do I always forget the sticker? So embarrassing. Zesting up the lemon, minimize the white zest as much as possible because the white zest can be a little bitter. Using that same lemon, I want you to juice it up. You can use a fancy juicer like I have, or just put a fork in the center of the lemon and squeeze it with your hand. Make sure to not put any seeds into the blender. If you want it super, super lemony, grab another half of a lemon, but I wouldn't recommend 2. Next up, extra virgin olive oil. We only need 3 tablespoons for this recipe. If you want to add a little bit more, go for it. I wouldn't make it more than 5 tablespoons. We want our healthy fats, but we don't want it to be too oily. This is aquafaba. Aquafaba literally is the juice inside a chickpea can. Remember to taste the aquafaba, aka chickpea juice, because if it's too salty, you're gonna wanna minimize the amount of salt that you add to the blender. I'm adding just a little bit of black pepper, and I'll add salt at the end. Once the chickpeas start mixing up, then add your extra virgin olive oil to make it a little bit creamier. Once you see how creamy the extra virgin olive oil gets, then tablespoon by tablespoon, add your aquafaba into the mixture. If after 3 tablespoons, you still don't have a super creamy hummus, add 1 tablespoon at a time of cold water. This way we'll minimize the salt from the aquafaba, but we can still maximize the silky smoothie of your hummus. But y'all, that is all you have to do. Before you put it into your serving dish, grab a chip or a vegetable and taste your hummus. If you need to add anything, this is the time. But holy singing gal, this was so good. I had gal pals come over the next night as well, and we finished this in 2 days. That is how good it was. Y'all, if you have a Vitamixer or a blender, the hardest part about making hummus is getting all the hummus out of the nooks and crannies. This probably took 2 times the amount of me making the hummus. So if you have a food processor, you could also do it in that, and it might be easier to clean. Now all you have to do is make that presentation restaurant worthy, baby. I'm gonna add a knife and make a little swirl in my hummus and top it with a little bit of smoked paprika. Regular paprika works as well. If you wanna be super fancy restaurant, you can drizzle a little bit of extra virgin olive oil on top for a nice creamier mouthfeel. And as a dietitian, y'all, I gotta recommend adding some sliced veggies to the side of this dip. I'm gonna add some cucumbers, green bell peppers, red bell peppers, but you could also add green beans if you wanted, or even some radishes or sugar snap peas. But y'all, enjoy this with your friends, family, your significant other, or even just as a girl dinner, baby. Hope you enjoy it. Y'all, that is today's video. I'm so glad you watched it. If you like the new format, let me know down below. Also, if you make any of these recipes, tag me on social media, comment below what you like. If you changed any ingredients, I would love to hear from you. But until next time, drink your water, eat your fruits and vegetables, and be kind to yourself and those around you. And I'll see y'all next week.